Thanks. Joining me now to discuss this and much more is Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell of California. He serves on the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, your reaction to CIA Director Pompeo's comments, is that what the investigation into Russian meddling is finding, that Wikileaks was actually operating on behalf of Russia?
He's right, and I appreciate Director Pompeo saying that. I served with him on the Intelligence Committee, and I'm actually happy to see him in this role, stepping up right now. I would just like to hear the President come out and say that, and so far he's been quiet about WikiLeaks and their connection to Russia.
Does it matter if the President says it, if the CIA Director does?
Well, a lot of people are asking, with respect to the intelligence community, whether these people have had their first and last meeting with President Trump. So, what kind of access do they have to the president, and are they really relevant? It's great that Nikki Haley has tough words at the UN, but so far we have not really heard the president talk tough with Russia.
I want to get your reaction, of course, also to the historic bomb that was dropped in Afghanistan, the largest non-nuclear bomb that the Pentagon possesses. What do you make of the decision to use this weapon for the first time?
Well, I too want to know if the president authorized this, because he doesn't have to authorize everything the military does, but he certainly should be involved when we escalate the weapons used. Now, I'm all for going after ISIS, and I want to find out more as to whether any civilians were killed, as also whether the Afghans were involved. And we can't just bomb our way to national security. Right now, this president wants to dramatically cut foreign aid, and we need foreign aid, and we need friends in the region if we're going to ever see progress over there.
There are a lot of hawks out there who are praising President Trump today, talking about how he takes the fight to ISIS and to other terrorist groups in a stronger way than President Obama ever did. Take a listen to President Trump earlier today talking about that very thing.
We have given them total authorization, and that's what they're doing. And frankly, that's why they've been so successful lately. If you look at what's happened over the last 8 weeks and compare that really to what's happened over the last 8 years, you'll see there's a tremendous difference.
What do you think, sir?
We have more threats right now, Jake, than ever before. North Korea is threatening to launch a nuclear attack against the United States. Syria is gassing its own people. ISIS is spreading its network across the world. So we need a strategy. So we need the president to come to the American people. He needs to go to Congress and get authorization as far as the scope, the time, and any troops as to whether they're going to be committed into battle. And right now we don't have that. And the American people, I think, deserve to know.
In Syria, Syrian President Bashar al-Assad called the claims of the Pentagon and the White House that he used deadly sarin gas on his own people a, quote, 100% fabrication. And then he accused the United States of working to help terrorists to carry out the attacks. Your thoughts?
Well, Bashar al-Assad has to go. And we need to make sure that Russia is a part of that, whether it's leaving Syria, but also we need to call on our NATO friends to put pressure in the region so that there's a political transformation in Syria, and that we all can align and fight the other enemy in the region, which is ISIS. But he's wrong. The intelligence clearly shows that he used chemical weapons on his own people, and we also need to know whether Russia was complicit.
Congressman Eric Swalwell from the House Intelligence Committee in the great state of California, thank you so much. Appreciate your time, sir.
My pleasure.